Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. Um, anyway, I've been looking at the entertainment section of the news that I get on the internet. Like when well, at least on my computer, like on the taskbar, like it gives like news, like entertainment news and local news, just news in general. Anyway, but the entertainment news, I keep getting like news about Billie Eilish, and I don't understand why I keep getting news about Billie Eilish. Because for those of you who have listened to this podcast, know, excuse me, know that I think Billie Eilish is hideous looking. Like when Billie Eilish first came out, I was like, okay, the only thing good looking about her is her chest, basically. That's the only thing good looking about it, because the average male, likes the shape of a woman. Well, these days I don't know, because so many males are beta cucks and so many females are feminist, which means masculine. So, and the combination of Billie Eilish dressing like a bag lady. I mean, like this girl wears a potato sack, or used to wear a potato sack, green hair. Her face is ugly. That she can't help. She can't help having an ugly face, but she's got some big chesticles. Okay, and like I kept saying, the reason why her music sucks is because she came out looking like a bag lady, hid all of her feminine features, and after being quote unquote famous for a year, a lot of people lost interest in her because it's like she's not sexy. Looking like a bag lady doesn't get fans. Looking like a bag lady gets a group of ugly emo teens who feel like they can relate to you, and then they're gonna grow out of that pretty fast, pretty fast. So, whatever. 2 years later, current day, right? Has it been 2 years? I don't know. But current day now, I think over the past 6 months, she's tried to look like a girl finally, but it's too late, because the only thing etched in my mind is Billie Ugly Eilish. You know, and what happens when a pop star is good looking? It kind of supersedes or trumps whatever the lack of talent. And unfortunately, I'm a musician, so maybe I hear music a little differently, and maybe I'm a little more critical. But I can hear music as a regular person would hear music, and taking a step back off of my musician pedestal, Billie Eilish sucks. And if she was like showing the cleavage when she first came out, showing her assets, because once again her face is ugly. Um, I would have probably liked her, but now that she's trying to look like a girl, look feminine, it's too late, and it just looks like, I don't know. Like, imagine, like, okay, this is what Billie Eilish looks like. Imagine a mastiff, like the dog. Like, she reminds me of a mastiff. Okay, but now give that mastiff a poodle haircut. That's what Billie Eilish looks like now. It's too late, honey. Sorry. You have dedicated your life to this ugly train, and you have passed too many stops to get off now. Okay? It's like having like solid blonde hair now. It looks like you're trying now. Like, you should have came out looking nice. Having an ugly face, and then having like green black, just like having like green and black hair with an ugly face does not work. It works if you're in 10th grade, you know, wearing a chain that goes down and drags on the floor and goes back up to your back pocket. But no, this is the entertainment industry. Okay, it's way too late for you. And then like all your so-called dedicated fans are pissed off that you're now trying to look like a regular person. You know, because like most women like to look attractive. You spent like you spent the introduction of your career trying your best to look like a bag lady, and you did a great job. I mean, your face. Give me a break. The only thing you had going for you was your body. You wore a bag, like you wore a potato sack the whole time, and the only thing we could see is your ugly face and your jacked up hair. You look like a dog, literally. Like if this was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle universe, and you touched the mutagen ooze, you would be a dog. Well, I mean, like you wouldn't be a ninja like the Turtles, but like you'd be like a lazy dog. You know, like the kind like you step over when you come home because it's too fat and lazy to get up and greet you. It just sits there, so you just like step over it. It just becomes like a part of the furniture. You know. Anyway, so seeing like an ugly girl like Billie Eilish try to be pretty now, it's just sad. You know, and it's really sad that she's so young and she's already hit the wall. You know, how do you hit the wall at 20? Yikes! She needs to write a song about that. Hitting the wall at 20. Fucking ugly. Like, look at all these other women trying their best and doing like Adele. Adele looks gorgeous. See, but Adele was always pretty. Because like Adele wasn't trying to, like Adele was never trying to look like a bag lady. Like Adele has always tried to look her best. So I give her credit for that. So Adele, at least, you know, it doesn't matter how much Adele weighs because Adele was trying to present her best self the whole time. And now that she's, at a healthy weight, and that's another thing, forget about Adele's looks. It's just not healthy to be fat. So like the fact that Adele looks healthy makes her look a lot more attractive. Healthy people just look attractive. It's not about like, oh, you're fat shaming me. No, but fat people aren't healthy. It's just natural to be attracted to something that's healthy instead of something that's like, obese. Just makes sense. And then even though Adele was shaped like a beach ball, at least she like dressed feminine. She was always a lady. She was always feminine, always girly. That's a big plus, you know? And now she's taking care of herself. She looks, amazing. And plus, she can actually sing. So, unlike you, Billie Eilish, you're ugly and you can't you got the trifecta. You're ugly and you can't sing, and well, you look like a dog, so you probably smell. So that's the trifecta right there. But and no, this is not a those aren't racial slurs. Okay, easy now, down girl. But anyway, enough of me fat shaming and ugly shaming. Um, Billy Ugly Eilish. But anyway, Jesus Christ. Listen. I know I'm a judgmental person, but that's because I like to be judgmental. It has nothing to do with of like, how could you say that? How could you judge her? I could do anything I want. I like K-pop. What happens when you like K-pop? You are inundated with depending on how many groups you like. So let's just go like hundreds of gorgeous people. Every female idol is like skinny, good looking. Every male idol is in shape. Like you could probably, yeah. I mean, I don't know each one individually, but like they look like they're in good enough shape to like at least if you put five of them on a basketball court, they probably win. With their kung fu kicks and hip hop keto, whatever it's called. Imagine like a music industry where everyone's good looking, everyone's in shape, everyone tries their best to present themselves in the best light the whole time. And then like you look at America's music industry. You had a bunch of fat people, drug addicts, pocket mouth women. Because there's nothing more attractive than a woman that talks like a sailor. Nothing more attractive than that. The worst thing that ever happened to like American culture was that study that was probably bullshit anyway. That said smart people curse more than like whatever your average intelligent person, your person with the average IQ. When that study came out, everyone just started cursing like crazy. That's when that whole thing started. And I don't know how long ago that was, but whatever. Time is a blur to me because it all kind of just melts together. But I remember that there was a time where people weren't cursing as much, and then that study came out like, no, yeah, intelligent people swear a lot. Then everyone was swearing, which makes me think it was like a troll study like on 4chan. Because I mean, people do that on purpose. They like release fake psychological studies just to see how many people fall for it. You can look that up. Like Joe Rogan has had a couple of guests who actually do that on purpose. They make fake scientific and fake psychological studies and like get them published, and then like it actually affects pop culture. So I wish you would stop doing that. But anyway, I'm all over the place. But I have three personalities. Anyway, so it's raining today. I know that means nothing to you, but I mean it. This is Los Angeles, and I don't remember the last time it rained. I really don't, but it doesn't matter. I haven't gone out. I haven't gone out. Well, I mean it's because of COVID. I'm sorry, it's not because of COVID. It's because of the self-imposed, draconian, tyrannical lockdowns we have going on, which makes no sense. Once again, the bar I want to go to, they have like partitions now at the bar. I'm not gonna go there. Like, I would feel embarrassed going to a bar where like there's a like clear plastic partition between the person next to me at the bar. That's just so stupid. Like, oh my god, people need to start acting normal and stop complying to the bullshit that's going on. Okay. The common cold, the flu, and guess what? We got a new one. We don't lock the place down for the flu or the common cold, and so now we have a new one, and we're why? Yeah, it just makes no sense. I wish smarter people were in charge. I mean, I'm in charge of myself, so obviously I'm just doing me. Okay, I'm and the only thing I can do right now is just avoid places. Just don't patronize places that have this stuff. If anyone knows of a bar in LA that doesn't have like partitions inside, let me know. Because last time I checked, a partition of like when you go to like a Korean liquor store and like they got bulletproof glass, like that shit. That it's an airborne virus, people. Just like the cold, just like the flu, it's freaking airborne. You think a plastic partition is going to stop an airborne virus? No, it's not. And I'm not a scientist. Once again, I played a doctor for 4 episodes on a soap opera. But still, okay? Yes. It means I know a little bit, though. A plastic partition does not stop an airborne disease. The mask you wear, the virus is, and I'm not exaggerating, 1,000 times smaller than the holes in your mask. So the mask don't work if the virus is literally 1,000 times smaller than the holes in your mask. So what does that say? It means masks don't work. Like, we just gotta live our lives. The only thing you gotta do is start living healthier. Fat people or the ones in the most trouble, so come on. Lose the weight, chubby. Anyway. I think I've said enough, so I'm gonna go. But I want y'all to have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.